I just feel strong. Like, I feel like I can freaking, I don't know what I would do, but hey y'all, welcome back to Dell's Corner. It's me, Dell, or Victoria, and for today's video, we're going to be doing a visual episode of Tea Talks with Dell. So Tea Talks with Dell is my podcast I started about 3 years ago, and essentially it's an audio diary of me kind of just documenting the lessons and things that I'm learning and realizing and growing through in my 20s. I got the idea to start the podcast because, for one, I'm a yapper. I love to talk. But it was after a summer of having conversations with my friends that I kind of just would call them or send voice memos, or I would send them videos or pictures or songs or whatever, just completely unprovoked, or I would go on a random tangent, and at the end of it, they would call me or text me or send me a voice memo or whatever and say, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed to hear. And then they'll tell me about whatever situation it was that they were dealing with. And it was just crazy to me how much what I said related directly to the situation that they were in, especially because they were all unplanned. I never sat down and said, you know what, I'm gonna call so-and-so and talk to them about this because I know that they're dealing with X, Y, and Z. Like, that was never the case. It was always so random. Sometimes we hadn't talked in months and I would just randomly send them a 5-minute long voice memo going on a tangent or a rant about whatever topic, and they would call me or text me back and just say, like, oh my gosh, I needed that. And so, I don't know, I just figured that if I could do that for the people that are closest to me, then people are definitely going through a lot of the same things that I'm going through, especially people that are the same age as me or kind of in the same place in their lives as I am. So I figured, why not share that with everyone and not just my friends, and have a podcast where people can kind of just tune in and hopefully find messages that resonate with them or where they are in life. So that's where Tea Talks with Dell came from. I'm just filming this intro for y'all on YouTube because this is the first time that I'm doing a visual episode. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm really excited to start doing this. I think it's a really cool idea and a little bit more personable. It's more like a FaceTime call versus just a phone call with a friend. And yeah, you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasters, or wherever you listen to the rest of your podcasts. So I just filmed this intro for y'all because this is the first time I'm doing it on YouTube. I won't do it for every podcast episode, but just wanted to let y'all know what was going on before we get into it. So I will see y'all in the episode. Bye. Hey y'all, welcome back to Tea Talks with Dell. It's me, your host Dell, and today's episode I will be drinking some hibiscus, ginger, and lemon balm tea out of my H-Town mug, of course. You don't need a disclaimer for today's episode because we're just gonna catch up a little bit. It's been almost an entire year since my last episode, and I have a lot to update y'all on. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get straight into the episode. So last time we talked, I was deep in the trenches, getting ready for my relaunch of Dell's Temple. Dell's Temple is my holistic body care business. So we are focusing on transforming the term body care from solely focusing on products that you put on your body to actually taking care of your whole body from the inside out. So we have like teas, I have some smoke blends, and then we have, of course, body care products. Last time we talked, I was in the midst of preparing for the relaunch, so I guess our first update should be, how did it go? Well, it went really well. I made about $1,000 in like my first month, which was insane to me because I'm pretty sure that's more money than I made in the entire first year, the first time that I launched Dell's Temple. So that was really exciting. I was really almost overwhelmed by the amount of love and support that I was getting from everybody, from friends and family to complete literal strangers. People that like found me on TikTok and stuff. It was just really cool, and I was just really proud of myself for even taking that leap of faith and relaunching my business, because it's not easy to start a business. You have to have money up front, which I had just moved home and I was not working, so having that money up front was definitely something that I was worried about. But I kind of got an impromptu reading from this lady that I've been following on Instagram. I've been following her for years now. I don't even know what her handle is. She's been changing it so much, but at some point it was fuck around and find out, which I absolutely loved. But she did a reading for me and basically was just saying, like, you have some ancestors that are really pulling for you. They're really rooting for you, and they're with you. They're walking with you. And literally all you have to do is take the leap of faith. Don't worry about money. Don't stress about all the little details. Just do it. And once I got that reading from her, I really just kind of dived in head first into my relaunch, and bit by bit it all came together and it went really well. I actually have some products on the shelf in the store called the Self-Care Marketplace in downtown Raleigh, which was really big, really exciting. They've been on the shelf since January. And the store owner, Kim, she is freaking amazing. She's been a great mentor and friend, just kind of giving me pointers on different ways that I can enhance my business and marketing and product making and organization and fulfillment and all of these different things, pricing. She just really came in at the perfect time to help guide me through my journey of entrepreneurship and being a business owner. And also just through knowing her and being in the store and being in the space, I was able to connect with other business owners, other people who share the same values as me, other people who have similar business concepts as me. I've been able to really just network and grow my brand and my business. I've had so many in-person opportunities to sell my products. I've started hosting events and teaching classes. Like, it's just been such a crazy experience. I did an interview at the beginning of the summer. Someone reached out to me to do another interview a couple of weeks ago. It's just, it's been going great. It's been going great, and I really love it. And I'm very excited and grateful that I've just been able to be in a space where I can provide this kind of service to people. I think it's something that people definitely need. Body care and self-care nowadays is just so watered down in the way that it's presented to people, very surface level, and people spend a lot of time working on their outer appearance and their physical body and not necessarily taking care of themselves internally, whether it's, diet or the things that they're consuming or physical activity or spirituality or their mental health. People don't take that into consideration when they are focusing on taking care of their bodies. So Dell's Temple is kind of acting as that bridge and just providing a space and community where you can learn about taking care of yourself internally while also having natural products that don't irritate your skin to put on externally, which I know is very important for me and like people in my family, because I have sensitive skin. I have eczema. My mom has sensitive skin. She has allergies to different ingredients that are found in common skincare products. My sister has really sensitive skin. She also has eczema. Like, it's just, it's so common, right? And a lot of big brands that market natural products, their products aren't as natural as we think they are. They still contain dyes and fragrances and all of these things that can be skin irritants. So I'm glad that I've been able to kind of bridge that gap and provide actual natural products that are non-irritating for people to use. I really love doing customs. People ask me all the time, like, oh, I'm allergic to coconut oil, but I really want to try this. And I'm like, yeah, I will make it for you without coconut oil, of course. Just people wanting to try my products makes me really excited. And I started doing the smoke bar, which is also really, really cool. It's kind of gives me the opportunity to connect with people who are interested in herbs or interested in herbal alternatives to different things. So the smoke bar is basically a bar of all smokable herbs, which a lot of people don't know that herbs are smokable, but you know, you have herbs like lavender and rose petal, of course, but then you have herbs like catnip and mugwort and peppermint and blue lotus and jasmine and things that you can smoke that have all of these great benefits that people did not know about. So I always enjoy having the opportunity to talk to people about herbs, especially because it's something that I am passionate about, something that I enjoy. Just sharing my love for herbs and herbal medicine with people. Yeah, it's been great. It's been an amazing opportunity and an amazing experience, and it's crazy to think that it's only been a year and I've already made so much progress. So hopefully I can just keep the momentum going and do more great things. Yeah. That is good. I love me some ginger in my tea. So let's see, we have Dell's Temple. Your girl is back in school, y'all. I'm back in school. It's low-key kicking my ass, but I'm really happy to be back. I'm like, I don't know, it's something about taking a little break for a while and coming back and revisiting school that kind of just, I feel more focused. I feel more prepared. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, which, you know, no one told me to major in biology, but here we are. But I'm just really excited to be back. I'm excited to finish. Not excited about all the homework and the papers, but here we are. I would say it's going pretty good. We are maybe almost halfway through the first semester, but yeah, that's all I really have to say about school. I'm really excited to be back in school. Even like my student ID, my picture, I am cheesing so hard. I'll probably put like a picture somewhere in here so y'all can see it, but yeah, I'm just really excited to be back. What else? We did school, we did business. I guess we could talk about fitness. We could talk about some of the things that I kind of wanted to do at the beginning of the year that I said I was gonna do. So at the beginning of 2024, I don't even think I posted my New Year's episode, sorry. But at the beginning of 2024, I said that I wanted to read 2 books a month. I'm gonna be honest and say I have not been doing that, but I have still been reading pretty consistently for the most part. I've been reading Atomic Habits, which I try not to speak on books until I finish them, but Atomic Habits is actually really good. If you are looking for an actual self-help book, I would highly recommend it because I find that my biggest issue with a lot of self-help books is they tell you like, oh, you should do this, you should start doing that, you should stop doing this, you should whatever. But that's kind of all they say. And with Atomic Habits, I just like that it actually breaks down how to stop doing the bad habits and how to incorporate healthier or better habits into your routine or into your life. It actually gives you the science behind how to make good habits and how to break bad habits. And I like that because it's easy to say, well, yeah, stop drinking every day or stop doing whatever, go for a run more often. And it's really easy to say, okay, well, like I'm gonna do it, and you do it for maybe 3 days and then you stop. But Atomic Habits actually breaks down how to integrate those things into your life, or, you know, integrate them out of your life, and it actually be sustainable, it actually be long lasting. So I think that's the key that I feel like is missing in a lot of self-help books and self-help advice and things that are given, how to actually do it and make it sustainable and make it lasting, because ultimately that's what's going to have the biggest impact. Fitness, I was kind of on and off of my fitness journey for a while, but lately I've been on it and I've been doing really, really good. I had my boyfriend make me a workout plan, and it's been about a month of me being on it. I've gained almost 10 pounds, which is good because that was my goal, to gain weight. I had started to get a little itty bitty. When you're a petite girly like me, you don't necessarily want to lose weight. I wanted to gain weight. So I've gained almost 10 pounds since I've started, which is really exciting. And I just feel strong. Like, I feel like I can freaking, I don't know what I would do, but I can almost do a pull-up, and I'm very excited about that. I've never been able to do a pull-up in my life, so we love to see it. But overall, I just feel better. I feel stronger. I feel like I have more energy. And it's something mentally about working out and just lifting weights that really boosts like your self-trust, self-confidence, self-esteem, because the mind gives up before the body does. Or the body will give up before, no, the mind gives up before the body does. So there's always a point in the workout where you're like extremely fatigued and you just feel like, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. But if you tell yourself you can and you say, no, I got this, like I'm almost done, we can keep powering through it, I can do at least 5 more, right? I can keep going. If you encourage yourself and really like dig deep down and motivate yourself and push yourself, you can do it. You can literally do anything you put your mind to. And it's something about working out that kind of really makes you realize that. It's almost like instant proof, right? The moment your mind gives up and you say you can't do it, you're not going to be able to do it. But if you say, no, like I got this, and you just keep going, you can keep going. So I'm really glad that I started back working out. I'm glad that I've kind of been able to realize that I'm a lot stronger than I think I am. And if you don't work out, I would highly encourage it. You don't have to lift weights. You can do yoga or Pilates or go running or go for a walk if you're not a runner, or start cycling, or whatever the case may be. Do any type of physical activity, because at some point you're going to reach a point of fatigue, and that is kind of the turning point when you feel like giving up, but you encourage yourself to keep going and you actually keep going. It's like, damn, I really can do whatever I put my mind to. So yeah, if you don't work out, I would highly recommend it. Let's see, what else have I done in 2024? Y'all, I started hiking. I started going out on the trails, okay? And I really enjoy it. Something about being out in nature. I've always loved being outdoors, but this year I've started going by myself, which is a little bit different. Something that I've started doing this year in general is just trying to prioritize spending more time with myself, because it's really easy to kind of get lost in what you are to other people. So like, I'm an herbalist, I'm a student, I'm a business owner, I'm a content creator, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a granddaughter, I'm a niece. You know, I'm all these different things, but before I am any of those things, I am me. And I spend more time with myself than I do with anyone else. So I shouldn't be uncomfortable or feel anxious or feel nervous to be in a space by myself. And I kind of had that realization at the beginning of the year that I felt uncomfortable sometimes going into spaces alone, and that shouldn't be the case because I'm alone most of the time. So I prioritize going out and doing things independently, and one of those things was spending time in nature. I feel like that is a time that I can really just slow down and be a little bit more introspective and think clearly. I like to go out on the trails and take my journal and take my little book, and I go out and I sit by the water and just kind of reflect, think about any things that may have been going on in my life or any feelings that I may have but not necessarily know what to do with yet. Or sometimes honestly I just need a pause. Again, like I said, I am a student and an entrepreneur and a content creator, and literally those 3 things alone, outside of work or literally anything else, I always have so much stuff to do. I have an endless to-do list. So sometimes I just need a beat, I just need a day or a couple of hours where I can just sit down and not have to worry about any of that. I try to disconnect from my phone. I don't even really listen to music. Sometimes I like to just listen to the water or the trees or the birds or whatever, and really just think. I talk to myself, which people probably think I'm crazy, but I mean, that's why I have the podcast. Talking to myself is usually how I kind of process anything that I have in my head, whether it's emotions or how I feel about events or things that have happened, or when I just have a lot on my mind and I'm trying to sort it all out. Talking is really what helps me to process it. Marley wants to say hello, everybody. Okay. If you don't listen to anything else that I said in this episode, definitely prioritize spending more time with yourself. You are the longest relationship that you will ever have in your life. From literally the day that you took your first breath to the day that you take your last, you are the only person who guaranteed is going to be with you for your entire life. So prioritize spending time with yourself and being comfortable by yourself, because it's necessary. You are with yourself more than you're with anybody else, for sure. So that's one thing that I'm really glad that I started to prioritize. I'm still like, I haven't gone on any solo dates or anything like that, which I definitely want to start doing that. But even just going out on the trails by myself and taking my journal, taking my book. Sometimes I don't even take anything. I just take a bottle of water and my pocket knife, because yeah. But sometimes I just take some water and I just go and I sit and just think. So I wanted to go today, but it's raining, so I'll have to wait until another day. But yeah, I'm trying to think, do I have anything else that I want to update you guys on? Not really, not for now. I know that it's been a long time since the last episode. I will try my very hardest not to take so long in between episodes, even though I always tell y'all I am not one of those podcasts that says, okay, every Tuesday at 12 p.m. new episode drop. I'm not one of those people. My podcast is more so based off of intuition. It's very intuitively led. I try not to record episodes just for the sake of recording episodes. I try to record episodes when I feel like I actually have something to say. So we'll see when the spirit moves me next. In the meantime, I hope you all have a day that's as beautiful and wonderful and magical as you are, and I will catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.